Salutations, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of CCW Superstars of the Ring. I'm your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and at this time I am once again the bearer of bad news. Cecil Andrews, the 2021 ruler of the ring, has become the second victim in a series of attacks on members of the CCW roster. We currently, at this time, do not know who is responsible for the attacks. No one has come forward. In fact, many were pointing fingers at the Diamond Exchange for the attack on the first victim, Scotty D, because it is a move that they have used in the repertoire in the past, such as when, ironically enough, Cecil Andrews and Shooter McGee attacked Chris Turner and sidelined him for several months before Chris Turner came back and with his partner Mike Anthony took the tag titles from Cecil Andrews and Shooter McGee. Now, speaking of the Diamond Exchange, their newest member, the Violent Gentleman Miles Backwell, is more than a little mad that such attack would take place on a member of his factions. So, shortly after a workout in Stomping Ground Studios, he grabbed a cameraman so that he could make clear and lay bare his thoughts on this attack on his stablemate. So, let's go to that interview right now.
You know, I just got finished with a training session here at Stomping Ground Studios. And apparently, word is now we've got to watch our own backs all the time. First of all, this little pissant referee, Scotty, gets attacked by someone. And I'm actually very disgusted at the fact that we've been blamed. The Diamond Exchange has been blamed for something. And I'm very disgusted because it's not what we do, it's not our MO. It's no skin off my nose what happens to that little pissant. But then what happens is, Cecil Andrews gets attacked. And the worst thing about it all is he has no idea who did it. No idea. I've got my own suspicions though. Who's done this before? Darion Drummond. It's in his name, the drive-by. He doesn't stop and square up like a man. What he did was he cashed in his rule of the ring in front of a capacity crowd in Lake City and took out our champion when he was down. So now that the playing field is in our favor when Cecil has the title, or not the title, but in fact the contract, what does he do? He takes out a referee. He takes out the same man that has the same advantage that he had before. So keep in mind, things are going to change around here. I'm watching my back. I'm watching my brother's back. And you all have been put on notice. Not just the New Breed Landon Cruz, not just Drummond. Anybody who's not in the Diamond Exchange has got a target on their back.
The Violent Gentleman Miles Blackwell claiming that everyone here in CCW now has a target on their back, and more to the point, laying the blame for the attack on Cecil Andrews at the feet of our current world champion, Darion Drummond. Now, it is as I iterated in the past. Our investigations have begun, but no one is at this time a person of interest, not even our world champion, Darion Drummond. And speaking of our world champion, at this time, he is in the ring getting ready to take on two men who he has quite a history with in a triple threat contest. One being Mike Anthony, who not only did Darion Drummond feud with for the alternative championship, but defeated in the finals of the 2020 Ruler of the Ring. And the other one being the hard-hitting Solo Jones, a man that Darion Drummond went to war with over the Southern States title shortly before Darion Drummond himself became the world champion. So, let's go to the action in the ring right now.
Referee just announced that this is for the world title. He said this is a world title match.
There we go now. You heard comments from Butch Price. This Champions three-way dance is for the CCW World's Championship. And it looks like Wild Thing Mike Anthony was just tossed to the outside. And wait a minute now, Solo Jones going right after Darion Drummond. And there's a lot of bad blood between these two guys.
Yeah. You know, he tried to hurt Solo out in the parking lot and really started a bad feud between the two. He was out for a little bit, and when he came back, he came looking straight for Drummond.
Boom! Man, Solo Jones, your Southern States champion. He's taking it to the current CCW champion,
He sure
Darion
is.
Drummond.
That's a little bit of payback for what Darion did to him a few months ago.
And he goes, hooks the leg. It only gets a 2 count.
Only 2.
Mike Anthony still trying to gain his composure on the outside. And there you go, Darion Drummond now putting the knees right to the midsection.
Forearm right to the back of the neck. Mike Anthony comes in to break up the count. Mike Anthony now is on Drummond. Solo Jones appears to be rolling out of the ring, still a little dazed. Float over suplex. He's rolling him over. He plans to do another one here. Float over suplex. Is he going to do a third one? He rolled all the way over. There they go.
In the memory of Eddie Guerrero.
Beautiful.
Darion Drummond now taking a lot of punishment. And he gets a 2 count.
2 count only. Mike Anthony's picking him up.
Solo Jones still on the apron trying to gain his composure.
Irish whip.
Off the ropes. Miss a clothesline. Wow thing. Mike Anthony drops Drummond and goes for a pin. And gets the break.
2. Only 2. That was a close one there. Solo seems to be trying to shake the cobwebs off. He's back to a vertical base.
Yeah, all you need is an inch to get the break.
He's calling both of them.
Solo Jones calling Mike Anthony and Drummond.
He ducks under. Oh, he speared both of them. Mike Anthony is in excruciating pain. He's in excruciating pain. He looks like he can barely breathe.
He's taking a drop out here on the outside. And wait a minute, there's a near pinfall. Man, this would be awesome to see Solo Jones with dual titles.
Oh, it would be, but don't count Drummond out just yet. He's a champion for a reason. He hasn't had much offense this match, but he's standing in the gap. He's standing in the paint.
Man, he just drove Solo Jones right on that steel cable.
He sure did. Solo's very vulnerable here. He's got his knee on his back. He's choking him through the second rope.
Solo Jones in trouble right now.
Mike Anthony's down here sucking wind. I think he's hurt. I think he's hurt bad.
I tell you what, Solo Jones, one tough hombre. Your Southern States champion, well deserved. And to see him in competition. Oh! And wait a minute, there we go, Darion Drummond holding that wrist.
He sure is.
For extra leverage and impact.
He sure is.
That's 2 now. Solo Jones in trouble.
I haven't seen Solo take this much damage in any match.
Point of the elbow right to the jaw. Solo Jones laid out.
Is he out? Is he out cold?
Drummond taking his time to get over. The referee nearly gets the 3 count.
Close
on
one.
Solo.
Close one. Only 2. Nearly 3. Darion is rolling him over, putting him right there in the camera. He's showing him right there in the camera. No regard. Irish whip is being reversed.
Solo Jones comes in.
Oh my goodness.
Atomic pounce. And we can see a new champion. Solo Jones going for the cover. And
Mike
nearly
Anthony
gets a pinfall.
He came in and broke up the 3 count. There was no way Drummond was getting up from that. There was absolutely no way he was getting up from that.
Wild thing, Mike Anthony brings Solo Jones up to a vertical base. And man, he just drives that boot right under the jaw.
He sure did.
And another
one
one
for
for
Drummond,
Drummond.
and they're on opposite corners here. What is he going to do?
Mike Anthony goes right in for
Here
Drummond.
we go.
Splash.
We got
Splash
some
on
momentum.
Jones. And he's taking him pillar to post. Ooh, man, that's that knee right under the jaw. Wait a minute, here comes Drummond. And now Mike Anthony's got both. Wow.
Double bulldog. Double bulldog. The only question is, who's he going to try to cover?
Well, he's got to cover Drummond, that's for sure. Solo Jones comes for the save.
Mike Anthony's got his second win here. His ribs still seem to be hurting him a little bit, but he's picking up the pace here.
Solo Jones and Mike Anthony now going on one-on-one.
What is oh my God. He might have just broke his sternum. He's hurt.
Here you go, Solo Jones trying to go for a cover over Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony now rolling to the edge of the canvas here, and Darion Drummond punishing Solo Jones.
He sure is. The referee has got to do something here. The referee's got to maintain control of this match. He's got to maintain control of this match. Mike Anthony might be out of this one, man. He's hurt bad.
Solo Jones now going for the attack on Darion Drummond. Solo Jones, your Southern States champion. Darion Drummond, your CCW champion. Mike Anthony, your CCW tag team champion.
Solo Jones said, "This is it."
Oh, no one home.
Oh, my goodness.
And there, Solo Jones, high impact. Darion Drummond now.
He's setting it up. He's looking for it. The drive-by, is he going to?
No, sir. Solo Jones caught him coming in.
Oh, my goodness. Watch Mike Anthony. He's going to the top here.
A solo performance. And wait a minute. Mike Anthony right off the top rope down on Solo Jones.
Wow.
Mike Anthony for the save. And
Mike
man,
Anthony,
he had Drummond. He had
did.
him.
Yeah, absolutely. 1, 2, 3. He sure did.
Wild thing now, he's going for the pinfall over Solo Jones. And wait, what great ring awareness by the Southern States champion to drape his boot over the bottom rope to cause the break.
Break it with the least amount of energy used. Very smart by a champion. Drummond seems to be in a lot of pain over there. He's coughing up. Is he coughing blood up over there?
And we don't know that. We definitely have to take medical attention. Mike Anthony off the ropes. Ducks the clothesline from Solo Jones. Off the middle ropes. But what power and strength by this Solo Jones.
What a mistake. Oh, my goodness. That's it for Mike Anthony.
What a solo performance.
Oh, a drive-by.
And wow.
And he's going to cover Mike Anthony.
Solo.
He stole the win. No, no, no.
And there you go. Darion Drummond, your CCW World's Champion, pins Mike Anthony for the victory. Darion Drummond, your victor.
Darryon Drummond picks up the victory and adds another notch on his World Heavyweight Championship belt. Well, wrestling fans, that's all the time we have for you on this edition of CCW Superstars of the Ring. Be sure to keep following us on Facebook and checking our website, ccwrestling.biz, for more details. And we will be updating the Facebook page and our website with facts on the investigations into the attacks of Cecil Andrews and referee Scotty D as they come up. For everyone here at CCW, I'm your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr. We'll see you next time.